The Neo Reality Entertainment brand expands with a relaunch of the Neo Reality Collective Pop Culture News Talk. Your host, Eric Brown, gives his insights and thoughts in the ever-expanding news world of comic books, professional wrestling, gaming, TV, and movies. Be sure to donate to the brand and keep up to date with additional content on YouTube channels such as Neo Reality Entertainment, NRE The Wrestleverse, and NRE Pop Culture Omniverse.
Today's edition of Neo Reality Collective is brought to you by Anchor.fm, a free distribution service podcasting hosting platform that allows you to record your podcast on your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and so much more. You can even make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor.fm app or go to Anchor.fm to get started today. Thank you and enjoy the episode. Welcome everyone to Neo Reality Collective Reviews, and by Joey, we're in the new era of and Fear State is over. James Tynion IV's run is over after Batman Fear State Omega. There's a lot of status quo changes for Batman, and Joshua Williamson is now the new lead writer, or at least a temporary writer, for 4 issues of Batman from 118 to, if I'm correct, 19, 20, 21, probably 121 or 22. And yeah, Batman is leaving Gotham in this series because, well, a case is going to be brought up that's going to force him to leave Gotham. Though there might be more underhanded reasons why he's leaving Gotham, because it's not really his city anymore. That's what Joshua Williamson described it as. And I'm not sure if he's going to be the definitive lead writer on this, but we'll have to see. And we're in the post-Fear State era of Gotham, and it seems Future State has been prevented, where the Magistry was reigning supreme. But we gotta know what's gonna happen next for Batman and the Bat family. I mean, like, really, everything's kind of at the past the Joker War vibe, since a lot of status quo changes have been changed. And there is a bit of an issue I had with this during the whole Fear State event. Okay, so James Tynion went ahead in Infinite Frontier, killed off a whole bunch of the Arkham villains, and thus a lot of Batman's rogue galleys have been viciously slaughtered by what is confirmed to be Simon Saint and the Magistry beforehand in order to drive up the fear and everything. So there's that. But that leaves a whole bunch of dead people in their wake. So, and while they have some been resurrected by Task Force Z in the new books, led by Jason Todd, they're not really alive fully. They're in their zombified state, and one of them is Bane. Oh boy. But there is still hope for that hopelessness of Gotham. Even though Gotham at this point should have exploded by now, by the way they act. But, yeah. But when I heard about these characters, James Tynion was introducing new characters and bringing in new mythos to the expansion of the Batman lore. I actually like that. I like the concepts of characters like the Gardener, Clown Hunter, Ghostmaker, and had he stayed and not gone to Substack, I would have been interested to see what new characters, what new villains he would have brought into the Bat mythos, because now you're in this state where you're like, a lot of the villains are dead, some of Batman's more iconic Rose Gallery are gone or missing, or they outright retired. Others are focusing on other stuff beyond just Batman because it's not about him all the time. Like the Riddler and Penguin are doing their own thing with Catwoman and yada yada yada. So we're in this kind of state where it's like, what's going to be built when inevitably Batman returns to Gotham? So Yeah, and here's the thing. There's a line in this comic that makes me think, oh god, Linkara's Batman would actually think this. Oh, Linkara, he's Batman impersonation is awesome. But yeah, we're in this new era of Gotham, and now we gotta move forward. We gotta move forward with our characters. We gotta move forward with everything that's moving onwards. Let's dig right into Batman 118 Volume 3 and see how this new chapter is defined after these messages. We're back. Let's dig right into Batman 118 Volume 3. What would that like out there, like everyone else, man? Party! Yeah, let's get drunk. Gotham survived. Magistry is gone. Scarecrow's locked up in New Arkham Tower. We should be celebrating with the rest of Gotham. So the artist of this event, the colorist is still the same, but the artist in this comic is Jorge Molina. If I pronounced that wrong, I am sorry, George. George Jimenez says he will be back on the Batman titles. I don't know when, and probably after this arc, but we'll have to wait and see. So we got some voice going on, partying, and the colors. So here's the thing about this. When George Jimenez was drawing the stuff, he made this look like a Blade Runner-esque appearance of Gotham, as neo-future aesthetic vibe I got, this cyberpunk-like vibe. And I actually dig that, but the way George Molina portrays Gotham looks to be a mix of cathedral aesthetics and modern buildings, which is actually kind of good. But it does give this contrast of how Gotham appears at times. So yeah, people are partying, celebrating the destruction of the Magistry and the destruction of Scarecrow's Fear State plan. While we get someone commenting why they're not celebrating, as another person says, "Nah, you kidding me? You lived here just as long as me, and you know, nothing good ever happens in Gotham before midnight. Listen, we break into this joint, get what's ours, then we'll have cash in hand to really party. You hear that? Gunshots? It's just the fireworks, stop getting jumpy on me. Where's the blowtorch? Tell me about it. Yeah, I think is that. Then we see a figure in the shadows as fireworks are going ahead and blowing stuff up on the sky. Hey, Batman? Just a gargoyle. City's littered with them. Some guy who designed Gotham took the name too literal and put damn gargoyles everywhere. I think that's Batman. You're being paranoid. He's just watching us. You're just afraid of the dark, man. Batman's too busy dealing with the Jokers, Scarecrows, Banes, and other heavy hitters all the time. Why the hell would Batman care about two losers like boom? And last but not least, Batman arrives and he's standing over the building, and looking all menacing as ever. You think we should do anything? I say we join them. Dispatch has been quiet, and I heard there might be cake at the station. I even saw Marinatico smile. Hey! Arrest us! Please arrest us! And they're smashing the window. Please arrest us. We were about to rob that pawn shop. We don't want no Batman beat up, please. What the hell? What Batman? I don't see anything. It was Batman. We saw him. Yeah, okay, sure. Tell us down at the station. You enjoyed that, didn't you? Oracle is commenting snarkily. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, like, I just went ahead and freaked a bunch of people out just by standing there. Menacingly. The darkness is always one of your greatest tools in your arsenal. Something's up with Gotham tonight, Oracle. Feels off. I love that you see people having fun and get suspicious. Gotham's moved through hell these last few years. We might be one of the worst crime cities in the world. At this point, that we should consider nuking the entire place and just leaving it a crater. But we know how to party. Maybe you should take the night off too. You've been extra busy lately, like all the time. No more than usual. Why don't you train with Ghostmaker? He left town to begin Clown Hunter's training. He'll never be seen again, most likely, after this. Yeah, Clown Hunter was offered a training from Ghostmaker, where under the condition that he doesn't kill anybody, but he can hurt them really, 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 really badly. And even the editorial mentions, see Batman Annual 2021 for Ghostmaker's last adventure in Gotham City, implying that he will never come back. So this is the thing I don't like. So, with James Tynion gone, it seems like they're getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff. Like, Clown Hunter's gone, Ghostmaker's gone. So, yeah. I do feel like they've gotten rid of a lot of the supporting cast members they were building up. Heck, we get some more artwork of Batman hanging out with the Justice League, Nightwing, Jason Todd dressed up as Batman for some reason. I'm trying to remember what story that was. But yeah, it does seem like they're getting rid of some of the mythos they've created under James Tynion IV stuff. So yeah. Okay, well, maybe tonight will be an easy, and I jinxed us. Red light cam, my facial recognition software tagged a careful of hired killer speeding uptown. Uptown? The billionaires is throwing a party. And you're not gonna like this. I wouldn't have gone anyway. Even when I was a billionaire, it doesn't hurt my feelings if I'm not invited. Yeah, but it has a theme. The mercenaries aren't also in costume. They'll probably arrive right. The mercenaries are already here. What are you gonna do? Long to behold, the Billionaires Ball, the villains of Gotham. Yeah, they're making a theme of Gotham, of Gotham's Rogues Gallery. And let's see the aesthetics. Joker in an asylum outfit, Scarecrow, back when he was wearing the noose around his neck, Bane, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, Harley Quinn in her Rebirth outfit, or Suicide Squad outfit. Oh, we get a whole bunch of Poison Ivies, a Red Hood, Harley Quinn when she was the Jester, Harley Quinn during the New 52, but with the blonde aesthetics. So, Killer Croc, all that. Man-Bat, Rage Al Ghul, Penguin. A lot of them are dressed up as Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. I wonder why. Well, it's Poison Ivy. Everyone likes to bring up how hot she is, so I'm pretty sure that's the reason. So, Batman just says, I'm going to improvise. I'm running a full spectrum scan of the dote. When someone kills for a living, they walk different. Gunmetal gives away the real versus a prop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hollywood would probably need your investigation on that. Some are not great at fitting with a crowd. Body temps, and why would anyone bring a real gasoline to a party unless they wanted to? Who? Start a fire. Yeah, let's rock! If any of you stay cool, no one will get burned. Security's all partied out. So my villains will keep everything secure till you give us all access to your bank accounts. Hey, Firefly, you said you found his freeze gun in the ruins of Arkham, yeah? You cool if I test it, huh? Enough. And Killer Croc is punching the daylights out of the villains. With a person disguised as Two-Face. Hey, what are you? Riddle me this, Killer Croc. What screen? My fist. I've worked with Killer Croc before, and he doesn't have moves like that. So yeah, Killer Croc kicked the asses of everybody, only to reveal it is not Killer Croc. Firefly says it's not. I was like deep fried crocodile. What are you gonna do now, hero? Bah, it's Batman. You look heated. Maybe take that anger out on the clown prince of crime. That all you got? Where's your fancy toss, Batman? Yeah, Joker costume cosplayers trying his damnedest to go Joker, but failing miserably. You're not worth a batarang. Move or burn, people. Oh, we get the Jim Valentino Catwoman costume. Batman fires his grappling gun and captures and latches onto the leg of Firefly. Okay, fine. These people's lives are on you, Batman. I'm going nuclear. And Batman uses the freeze gun to stop it. Ah, come on! And knocks him out. Done all of them? Pretty sure. Hell yeah! Yay! Kick ass! That was the best show ever! They really went all out on this year's entertainment. How hard is it to get out of all that leather? I finally saw Batman! Someone bought Batman a drink! Excuse me, Batman? And revealing someone dressed up as Punchline. Can I get your autograph? Batman just looks at her like, what? And as Batman disappears, he leaves behind his autograph. Well, this is the most compassionate Batman I've seen since 2 months ago. You're not gonna stay for the rest of the party? Did you take care of it? All the guests found some pictures from the last few minutes erased before they could reach any social networks. The press would enforce that it was part of the party show, a show to entertain the rich. Gotham will return to its awful ways tomorrow, like it always does, but for tonight, they celebrated. I'm not used to Gotham celebrating me. Yeah, I'm used to Gotham hating my guts. This is far from the first time Batman has won. What did you do in the past after solving a big case? Let's see. He either hung out with his Robins, made out with Catwoman, hung out with Jim Gordon, hung out with Superman, or played chess with Alfred. So at least we now know his favorite pastime is making out with Catwoman a lot. Batman? Batman is pontificating. Hear me out, okay? Don't do that thing you do before you retreat to the darkness to hide and lick your wounds. You don't have to do that anymore. Batman? Bruce? Dick is coming over. Why don't you have breakfast with us? Hey, is that Bruce? Tell him to stop brooding and get over here. Raditz has opened a new chartered Bloodhaven. Fresh bagels. You know Dick always orders way too much. What do you say? Oracle, I'm going dark for 48 hours. What? What are you talking about? Oh, to reveal a massive blimp. Wait. Wait. The Gotham Globe? Okay, I got a question. Do they even have these anymore? I mean, Zeppelins? I mean, wait, why are there Zeppelins? Like, I know you're trying to give the aesthetic away that just to get this plot point ready, but I'm just thinking to myself, couldn't you just use a billboard? Like, I don't get the Zeppelin usage. Like, I really don't. Batman Inc. arrested Man of Bats El Guanco. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, sorry. Batman of China. The Dark Ranger. The Hood. Also, the Hood looks a lot like Spawn, but with a bat symbol. Oh, geez. I wonder if this is going to end with him throwing a batarang in his face. What happened, Batman? And Batman Inc. arrested for murder! Batman? And Batman takes his ride all the way to... I would try to pronounce that. I'm probably sure I'm going to butcher that, so I'm not even going to try. So someone speaks in foreign language, in Chinese, if I'm correct, that's it. Only for a person to say, "What the hell are you doing here? This case is closed to Shaya. Those wannabe Batmen confess. And what's the harm in a quick look? A little sightseeing never hurt anyone, right? Hey, you keep on chasing ghosts, you're gonna end up being one. Boo." And to reveal where someone's body was left behind, only to reveal a black goo. What do we have here? Hello? Anyone? I think you missed some evidence. Hello? She goes to reach for it, but right before she could touch the black goo, Batman arrives. Don't touch that. And Batman is revealing he's suddenly out of nowhere wearing his oval-shaped logo. So is that like how it works now? He just puts the oval shape when he goes on international incursions? Holy! Are you trying to give me a heart attack? What can you tell me about the victim? The name was in the arrest reports. Why shouldn't I arrest you? Oh, do you want to solve this case? Compelling argument, Batman. No way we can argue this. The monster's name was Abyss. The last year they've been terrorizing Badaisha. I butchered that, didn't I? Kidnapping at least 20 people right off the street. People were afraid to go out at night. Then Batman Inc. flew in to save the day, but they turned themselves in after Abyss's body was found by our detectives. And we see this thing. And you see the flashback scenario where it looks like they indeed tried to shoot him up and they were getting their asses kicked. You here to prove Batman Inc. didn't do it? That they're being framed? That's the problem. They did it. They killed Abyss. I only looked at walls. Walls to confirm this. So yeah, apparently they killed Abyss. I'm pretty sure that's not true, but still. Well, you could tell that just by looking around for a few seconds. Dark Ranger, the Hood, El Grisonto, Batman of China, and Man of Bats are all heroes. What turned them into killers? Why don't you ask them? Aren't they your partners or something? They were all influenced by Batman? Yes. Before they were Batman Inc., they were known as a club of heroes. We teamed up from time to time, but they disbanded, and I stopped keeping track of them. Gentlemen? Sir? Oh yeah, that one rich guy sponsored Batman Inc., right? Bruce Wayne. No longer has the funds to support their mission. No, not Wayne. Him. After everything that happened in Gotham City, someone had to pick up the slack when Wayne could not. Bring Batman Incorporated out of the darkness and then into the light, so they could truly help to make the world a better place. Don't mind me, Batman. I'm just protecting my investment. Luthor. So, yeah, Luthor is here. And he's the new owner of Batman Incorporated, something that Batman apparently didn't know about. Wow, you're an idiot. World's Greatest Detective, everybody! The Abyss, Part 1. Now it's a party! So, yeah, Luthor is apparently the new owner of Batman Inc. And he did it while Batman somehow wasn't even paying attention. Next to show, was Abyss. So, speaking of, okay. So, Luthor is now the owner of Batman Inc. I just have one question. Heading into after Dark Knight's death metal event, I just been wondering, how does Luthor explain, oh, by the way, I attacked the President of the United States, I attacked a government official in Amanda Waller, even though she is a bit of a bitch, so she clearly had to come in, but, you know, she's a government official, therefore I couldn't really attack her unless I want to be proven to be a villain. And that's exactly what they did, so I'm just that guy wondering, how did he prove to them that he wasn't a villain anymore? Like, that's a question I've been having since this thing started. How does Lex Luthor prove that he could get back all his stuff after he sold it during Year of the Villain event, heading into Dark Knight's death metal? And how did he prove, and how does he convince the public to say, oh, that wasn't me, I was possessed by Perpetua? Wait. Yeah, especially when people remember, since this is the Infinite Frontier era, that people do remember that Lex Luthor was president and somehow was doing somewhat of a better job than the guy we did have previously. Yeah, I had to make that joke. And I'm just that guy looking at this and thinking, so they do remember that, according to the logic of Infinite Frontiers, continuity stuff, but doesn't that also mean that, well, how do I put this delicately? I know this is going to sound a little bit rude, but doesn't that also mean they remember you attacking Superman in a suit while you were president? Therefore, you were already proven to be a villain. So how do you explain everything that went down? Eye of the night. Yeah, so that I'm still confused about that. I thought for sure he would be just better off in space doing the totality stuff until he could find a way to erase people's memories, reason another crisis event to abdicate him of all crimes. But at least this now confirms that Batman is part of the DC universe again, continuity-wise, because Batman's books were very far removed of the Nightwing from the rest of the DC universe that you could almost say they were part of something else. Now everything's back to the normal because Lex Luthor, a Superman villain, is arriving onto the scene in a Batman book. And he's the new sponsor of Batman Incorporated. Okay, still trying to wonder the plot holes I'm trying to figure out, but yeah, apparently Abyss is dead, even though he's clearly later proven in previous solicitations and other issues that he's not dead. So yeah, the benefactor might be Abyss, and Luthor's just like thinking he's in charge, but really it's Abyss. Next thing you know, he's gonna have a 2x4 filled with sharp razor blades, and he's gonna cut people open. And I'm definitely not thinking of a wrestler named Abyss or anything. That would just be insane. But yeah, that's the end of the issue. Let's get into this part. Artwork's freaking beautiful. I love this artwork. I actually was trying to see if I could commission the artist to do something, the artist of the book, Jorge Molina, to do something for me. Then I found out his asking price, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not that crazy. Oh god, that's insane. But yeah. Also, according to the artwork, it says that Michael Janae was involved in this. Not saying that on the cover, so Ixnay. Maury is the colorist that he's been doing this for a while now, so yeah, he's understandably part of this. But yeah, the artwork is pretty damn beautiful in this. I really do love it. Is it like George Jimenez? His is more stylistic, yet also detailed and beautiful and real, whereas Jorge Molina is more realistic with the right coloring. And it really captures the essence of darkness when needed. So, but I'm still trying to wonder why there are Zeppelins in modern times for Gotham. I'm trying to wonder that, like, they couldn't just use a billboard. Like Gotham Globe, electronic billboard, that make more logical sense instead of, hey, it's the 2020s and yet we are using Zeppelins. Zeppelins! So, yeah. Don't get it either, but comic books. So this was a pretty fantastic issue, and while this was just a jumping on point for new readers, just because they were just easing out all the James Tynion stuff as best they could, I don't know if we'll see Ghostmaker or Clown Hunter again. I wouldn't be surprised if we're not, for various reasons, but this is the beginning of a 4-part story that features Batman going on an international mission against Abyss. So, yeah, pretty fun issue I felt, and ultimately it's a good jumping on point for new readers to get into Batman stuff without the James Tynion stuff or Tom King leftovers. We'll have to see where this goes from here, and stay tuned for more. This was Neo Reality Collective. Here, enjoy this last ad and our outro, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, everybody.
Be sure to donate to the brand and keep up to date with additional content on YouTube channels such as Neo Reality Entertainment, NRE The Wrestleverse, and NRE Pop Culture Omniverse.